Hi guys, we are in Tallinn, Estonia, and we got here last night and we started off the night by checking out this very touristy medieval restaurant. But it's a place that I heard that we have to go to, and I'll be honest, the food was okay, but the experience itself was really cool. Dominic and I had cinnamon beer and honey beer out of these really cool steins. After that, we went to this really cool bar that we found out from our friends from the Way Away, and it's called the Parrot Mini Bar, but in it is its own little secret hideaway bar as well. A speakeasy, and it's all 1920s inspired, and we both got some cocktails and then we headed in for an early night. Today we headed to Old Town and checked out all of the really cool old buildings. Today it's Saturday and we noticed it is such a tourist filled place, especially with a lot of old people because of all the cruises that go on. So I'll be honest, it was definitely a bit overwhelming being surrounded by all those people, but overall we had a really good day doing a little self-tour of the whole city. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a walking tour, something a little bit more organized so we can learn history about Tallinn. So I want to show you this looking point that's right by the entryway of Tallinn, and it's so gorgeous. You can see how many people that actually come and visit here. Tallinn's actually the oldest medieval city in Europe. We're heading back to the hotel to get a little bit of rest because we're gonna go to one of the top rated restaurants in Tallinn called Pegasus. Contemporary, modern, really good cuisine that I'm excited to try. We actually just left the oldest cafe in Tallinn, and we had, for the first time today, some really good coffee, and we each had a dessert. I had this chocolate cake, and Dominic had this cream berry cake, and it was so good. Nice little midday pick-me-up that we needed for sure. Right now we are in another secret bar called Noku, which you have to have a code to get in. You can just look this up on the internet. There's no one in here right now. We're just enjoying a beer, post-lunch beer, and I want to show you the view outside of this window. It's really, really cool. So Dominic and I each have our thing when we're going somewhere that we like to find the best of. For me, it's restaurants and cafes, and Dominic, it's bars. I don't consider us to be hipsters whatsoever, but we love a good hipster cafe and a good hipster bar, and Noku is ranked among one of the best hipster bars to go to. We just really like chilling, listening to some nice lounge music, and taking a break from walking around and seeing the sights during the day. So, like I said, this is a secret place, but you can easily find the password to get in online. It is 7 o'clock and we're on our way to dinner at Pegasus, which is one of the, according to all the blogs I've read, one of the best restaurants here in Tallinn. And a lot of fresh food and vegetables, something that I've been needing whenever, it's only been a day and I'm already craving something that's not meat and potatoes. However, I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up getting meat and potatoes. But I wanted to talk about more about our meal that we had last night. We of course went to a tourist trap that was right in the middle of Old City, and it had some traditional Estonian food as well as medieval food that they would serve back in that time. So Dominic and I are pretty adventurous when it comes to food, and we decided to have boar, bear, and elk sausage, and it was okay. Definitely a bit gamey, and I couldn't tell you which one that I liked the most because I didn't know which ones were which. We both were going back and forth of which meat we thought was what, but yeah, the food was okay, but the beers were excellent and came in these really cool steins, and now I know that I love cinnamon beer. All right, Dominic and I are both going for this beef entree. Just as I was saying, I wanted something more with vegetables, but this seems super, super good. I was torn between this and, believe it or not, the vegan option, just because I love porcini mushrooms and beets. We are starting off with this starter, and it's called a snack plate for two, and it's bread and all of these different spreads with it. So, of course, there's butter and a salad, but there's a beet kind of like a beet mousse, a pea and bacon mousse, and an olive tapenade. It's kind of funny because Dominic is like, I always say this, but he's super picky and he doesn't like any of those ingredients, but he's gonna eat it anyways. But it also comes with this really delicious, freshly baked bread with beer, made with beer and pumpkin seeds and some breadsticks. So looks like a perfect way to start off this anniversary meal. So this is the olive tapenade on the bread, and Dominic actually likes it because he says that it tastes like olive oil, which, you know, I'm not surprised about that, but I definitely agree with him. It tastes like super fresh olive oil, and it's super, super good. And the beet one is also really earthy and fresh. So I love how all of these ingredients just taste like they were just made today, and it's just so good. So we're off to a good start, and that was some of the best bread that we've had in a long time. And our waiter said that people actually come here for the bread, and I can see why. It has, like I said, pumpkin seeds, and it has beer in it, so it was just full of flavor, and the butter that goes along with it is so fresh. Like, that is the theme of tonight. Fresh food. You can totally tell, and that makes all the difference. We got the braised beef with gooseberry sauce, and there's lima beans that have tarragon on it. It looks delicious, and it's so beautifully plated. It's amazing. All right, so we just finished dinner, and the beef was so good. So tender that we could cut it with a butter knife. So it was like just the most perfect fresh meal that we needed today, and I would highly recommend Pegasus. Is in the perfect location in Old City, and it's not too expensive, but it's not a cheap eats kind of thing, but it is totally worth it. So delicious, great staff, and all around great experience. Look at these views right now. The sky, everything is so pretty. Post-storm skies are the best. So pretty out. What did you think of the meal?
Very good.
Best steak in the world. Well, it was just close to it. Now we're on our way to, you guessed it, get some drinks. What's new? We're checking out this place called Brewery, and you said it has like 50 different kinds of beers? 47.
And over 100 wines.
And over 100 wines. So, yeah, we're going. All right, y'all, I'm going to have my Chardonnay. We are celebrating, like I said, 3 years of marriage, and what we like to do on anniversaries, birthdays, anything in particular, when we can, we like to travel and celebrate that way, other than getting each other gifts. We'd much rather make memories and experience new things together. I think that's just a gift that keeps on giving. So we're going to enjoy our drinks together, and we will see you guys tomorrow when we're going to explore Tallinn some more. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Cheers.